Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Diana. I'm from the University of North Sumatra. I will explain about chapter 5 is computer fraud. Fraud is getting dishonest profit from others, and computer fraud is any fraud that requires computer technology to commit fraud. For example, debt, use of access, modification, copying, or unauthorized destruction of software, hardware, and data. Next, what I will discuss is the threat of accounting information system, misuse of asset, who committed and why, and prevent or detect fraud and misuse. Next, the first is the threat of accounting information system, namely natural and political disasters such as fire, flood, flood, snowstorm, war, and terrorist attack can destroy information system and cause company failure. Software error, system crash, hardware failures, force, stack, and fluctuation, and undetectable data transmission error are secondary threat. The third is accidental action such as accident or mistake. The fourth is intentional act such as a fraud. Next, usually the action is said to be cheating, then there must be 1. False statement, representation, or disclosure. 2. Material fraud, which is something that stimulates aversion to action. 3. Tension to cheat. And 4. Less suffered by victim. Okay, next. Misappropriation of asset is debt of company by employees. Who committed the fraud and why? Computer fraud are generally younger and have computer skill and experience. Some are motivated and the basis of curiosity, the search for knowledge and to learn about it. Others commit computer fraud to gain personal satisfaction. Next, this is a fraud triangle. For most fraud, there are their conditions when fraud occurs, namely pressure, opportunity, and rationalization. Pressure is the use of motivation of someone to commit fraud. Rationalization is the reason used by fraudsters to justify their illegal perpetrator. Okay. Next, commit fraud. Asset debt is the most common type of abuse. Most examples of financial reporting fraud involve enlarging asset of revenues, minimizing liability, or failure to disclose information. Hide fraud. Claimant records more effort and time and leaves more evidence than or misrepresentation. Taking cash only takes a few seconds. Change record to hide that is more challenging and time consuming. Convert debt or reversion for the benefit of personnel. In the case of possible financial statement, principal convert their action for personal gain through indirect benefit. That's it. They keep their jobs, their stock go up, and they receive payment of interest and promotion, or they get more power and influence. Resistance occurred when employees were mutually beneficial, resellers which consumer or surprise, such as purchasing again buying goods at inflated price in exchange for vendor kickbacks. Okay, next, most fraud investors are insiders who have the necessary knowledge and access, expertise and resources, because employees understand the company system, its weaknesses. They better commit and hide their fraud. The control used the fraudulent company said make it more difficult for outsiders to steal from the company. Perpetrators of fraud are often regarded as white-collar criminals. There are several different types of companies. Corruption is dishonest behavior by those who have power and often involve action that are not legitimate, immoral, or incompatible with ethical standards. Example of tendering and begrudging. Investment fraud is a misrepresentation or abandon of fact to promote investment. The promise fantastic return with little or no risk. Example of fraudulent statement and securities fraud. Two types of fraud that are important. The business or misuse of asset, or sometimes called employers fraud, and fraudulent financial reporting, or sometimes called management fraud. Next, computer fraud is increasing rapidly for the following reason. 1. Not everyone agrees with what is included computer fraud. 2. Many examples of computer fraud are not detected. 3. A high percentage of fraud is not reported. 4. Many networks are insecure. And number 5. Internet sites offer step-by-step instructions on how to commit computer fraud and abuse. Number 6. Law enforcement can mention the growth of computer fraud. 7. Calculate loss is very difficult. Okay, next, furthermore, the classification or computer fraud. 1. Input fraud. The simplest and most common way to commit computer fraud is to replace to falsify computer input. Processor fraud is an unauthorized use of the system, including them of time and computer service. Computer fraud instruction including the max corporate software, illegally copying software, and others. Data fraud, illegally using, copying, finding out, and engineering company data. Fraud output. Fraudsters use computer to falsify output that look authentic, such as payment check. The latter prevent or detect fraud and abuse. Organization must create a climate where fraud doesn't occur. Increase difference is doing so. Improve detection method and reduce the amount of loss if a fraud occurs. Okay, that's all from me. Sorry if my grammar and words are not right, so that makes you not understand. If anyone wants to ask, give constructive criticism and suggestion, please comment below. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.